Hello everyone, welcome to appointment 2 with my dad Tracy. So today is just a follow-up appointment on the oral care instructions that were provided during the first appointment, and I will be providing him with any recommendations as well as reviewing his patient dietary analysis that he completed over the course of the past 5 days, and I will be giving him any recommendations that he may need with that, as well as emphasizing the role of good nutrition as it relates to our oral health and overall health. So, first I just want to start off asking you if you've used any new techniques that you learned from our first appointment with brushing and flossing.
I have. In fact, I did not know until you told me in the last appointment that you should do a C motion when you're doing the floss. And also get a new spot as you move along the different teeth. Find a new spot on the floss. And also brushing for 2 minutes. I probably haven't been doing that in the past, but it's something that I learned, and I've been brushing a little bit longer.
Okay, great. That is great news to hear, and I hope moving forward you use those techniques. So now I want to go over your dietary analysis that I have here that you completed over the course of the past 5 days. Added all of those totals up within each category. So I want to review those with you. Your totals for each category is from days 1 through 5 were vegetables at 9.5, fruits at 0, meats at 15.5, milk at 5.5, and sweets and others were the highest at 35.5. So sweets was the highest, and fruits was the lowest. Your vegetables and meats were okay, they were not bad at all, and your milk intake could be a little higher as well. So I do want to just say that fruits are important to our diet. They offer us lots of vitamins and fiber that are really good for our overall health. So I would really try to incorporate that moving forward in your diet. Sweets and others were very high, and I think that that's something that you could work on taking away from your diet. It's something that I noticed in your dietary analysis that was every day, and sweets were consumed pretty much on average 2 to 3 times a day. So it's not necessarily how much sweets we're eating, but the frequency of the sweets that can cause problems with cavities, because like we mentioned in our first appointment, bacteria and plaque feed on the sugars and carbs that we consume, producing acid, which can lead to cavities. So my recommendation to you as far as your dietary analysis goes is just adding more fruits into your diet. That can be whether you add it to as a snack, as a replacement of crackers or M&Ms, eating it with a meal such as breakfast. It's easy to incorporate that, like an apple, orange, anything like that would be great. And I know we also talked about retentive sugars and non-retentive sugars in our first appointment. So that is also important to keep in mind with your sweet consumption. I know you like to eat M&Ms, cakes. I saw that in your analysis, and those things stick to our teeth longer, which, is not the best to eat those foods that stick to our teeth for long periods of time as it relates to cavity formation. Is there anything that you would change in your diet since you have completed this dietary analysis moving forward?
Well, based on what you're telling me, I do need to change the fruit intake. And since I do like fruit, that shouldn't be a problem. So if I reduce cookies and cakes and get rid of that sugar that I'm having in my system every day, just replace that with fruits, I believe it would do me a lot better.
Yep, that's right. That is exactly right. And I think that it's just making those changes will improve both your oral health and your overall health, as fruits have great benefits to our overall health. Like I mentioned, vitamins and fiber. I also noticed that you do consume a good amount of coffee, and I just want to let you know that I would recommend limiting coffee intake because it does stain your teeth. So that is an adverse effect of coffee. But other than that, I hope that I've provided you with some good recommendations moving forward. And I also do have here, as well as on my PowerPoint, that you can access these websites. I wrote out a list too of websites that you can refer to if you want to look deeper into anything. If you have any questions, I got my information from there. I did put a website on there, the MyPlate website. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
Okay.
I have.
So that's a great tool to use to look at per meal how much the percentage per meal of grains, vegetables, fruits, protein, meat, all of that you should be consuming each meal. So I would encourage you to look into that a little, and that will just help you have a basic understanding of the proper amount of food groups that you should be intaking. Do you have any further questions?
I don't.
All right. Thank you for joining us in appointment 2.